Okay, class, today we have a very important visitor. Please say hi to our very important visitor, the reader.
Hi.
Okay, very well done. Okay, class, so this is the merlion. It is the symbol of Singapore, and today we're going to talk about Singapore math. Now, remember I told you Singapore is a small island with a lot of smart people on it? And most kids in Singapore, by the time they graduate high school, they can program computers.
Wow.
And the way they teach little kids in Singapore to do math helps them start to think like a computer thinks when it solves math problems. That's why it's very important for us to keep up with the kids in Singapore to learn the Singapore math method as well. Are there any questions from any of you kids? No? Okay, in that case, we'll get started. Okay, class, as you know, Juna and Ping-chan come from Singapore. So today, Juna and Ping-chan are going to show us how to use Singapore math. We are going to add past 10 using the method called the Making 10 method. Today's learning standard is Common Core State Standard 1-OA-C-6, add and subtract within 20, demonstrating fluency for addition and subtraction within 10, using strategies such as counting on, making 10, and all these other ones, but we're just going to do the make 10 today. The learning outcome is following a demonstration of how Singapore math logical reasoning works. Students will be able to add two numbers that are less than 10 to get a sum greater than 10. This is the making 10 strategy. What does that mean in kids' language? We are going to add two numbers that are less than 10 but equal more than 10 when added together. The making 10 method we used to do this was developed in a country called Singapore, and the method mimics how computers think. Today's vocabulary words. Singapore is a country in Asia which is an island 20 miles wide and 10 miles long, yet 6 million people live there in that small island. Logical reasoning is how you think to get an answer. Mimics means to act like or imitate something else. And base 10 is the numbering system where we count using 10 digits in groups of 10. It is the most common numbering system in the world. And this is just a flow chart of how the making 10 method works. Okay, Ping-chan, you're going to show the class how to add 7 and 7. So let's use our flow chart here. Okay, so what's the problem here? 7 plus 7 equals what? Okay, so we have here 7 red counting bears. Okay, so let's slide this down a bit more. And we have 7 blue counting bears. And here's our problem, 7.7. Slide the paper down. Okay, all right. So how many more bears do we need to fill out this 10 frame?
3.
Okay, so let's move three bears down here to this part of the number bond. Let's make that in here.
3.
3 to here. Okay. Then the rest to this part of the number bond. The 4 down to here. I'll do it. A little bit far for you. Okay, so now we have this, right? We have the 3 and the 4. Now let's slide this down. Ooh, 7 plus 3 equals 10. So let's take these 3 here and add them to the red to make 10. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 10 there. 7 plus 3 equals 10. Let me slide this down. Ooh, 10 plus 4 equals 14. 10 plus 4 equals 14. So now that we know what the answer is, let's go ahead and write that up here. Write 14 up here in that blank. Okay, Ping-chan, so now we know that 7 plus 7 equals 14 using the making tens method. Okay, now next time we're going to see if Juna can do it. Okay, Juna, your problem to solve is 9 plus 7. Okay, so we have 9 counting bears here, and we have 7 counting bears here. Okay, so what is 9 plus 7? What's the first thing we're going to do? We're going to come down here, right? Right. What number goes there? 9 plus what equals 10?
1.
Okay, 1. Okay, so what we will do, we will take one bear and move it to this part of the number bond. Okay, so 7, the number bond for 7 is 1 and what? How many bears do we have left?
6.
6. So I'll move the bears down here, and you fill in the number there, number 6. Okay, so you have 1 bear here, 6 here. Your 6 is backwards, but it's okay for now. All right, what's the next step? What do we do now? We take the 10 and move it down, right, to here. Then what number goes into this blank?
6.
Yes, 6. Okay, what is 10 plus 6?
16.
Okay, and you know that is the answer, correct? So let's write it up here. Okay, so now we know that 9 plus 7 equals 16, and we solve that using the making 10 method. Thank you very much, Juna. Okay, now Pinchan is going to show us how to add 9 plus 9 using the making tens method. Okay, so we have 9 bears here and 9 bears here. Okay, Pinchan, please show us. We're going to use a blank piece of paper. What's the first thing we do?
Write the equation.
Write the equation. Okay, then what's the next thing we do? What's the next thing we do? Okay, we write the equation, all right? All right, the number bond. Okay, then what do? We bring down the 9, right? We bring down the 9. Nine plus. Okay, so what number goes in that blank?
1.
1. Okay, let's write the 1 down. Okay, so I will move one care bear, one county bear to here. 1. Okay, so the number 1 goes where? Oh yeah, down here. I'm sorry, 1. Okay, and then so these bears go down to this one, right? How many do we have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8. We have 8 bears in this part of the number bond. So where's the 8 go?
Here.
Okay, what's the next thing we do? We bring the 10 down, correct, right? Okay, 10 plus, what? What number do we bring down?
8.
8, yeah, equals. Great, so 10 plus 1 equals 18 using the making tens method. Let's see if that's true. We have 10 here. Okay, how many do we have left here? 1, that's 10.
8.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yay, Pinchan, you got the answer right. Thank you very much. Okay, viewer, thank you for being with us for the lesson. You'll find the lesson plan link below this video, and also you'll find the lesson summary that has learning standards and the kitty explanation, the vocabulary words, and also the flow chart that you saw earlier. Bye-bye, and thank you.
Thank you for joining us. 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 Thank you for joining us.
All right, bye-bye.